And we are live. Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Game of the weekend, as far as I'm concerned, is Leinster versus Lions, the two only unbeaten sides in the competition. We've just had kickoff and we are 39 seconds in. Running a little bit late, we'll catch up in a bit. Look at some of the teams, some of the changes, for example. A bit of a rotated Leinster side and a Lions side playing with a lot of confidence this season as they try and exit their own 22. Not sure this is the right decision yet, people. It's a terrible decision because Arcus Snaman goes and wins a penalty right in front. Quickly taken, yeah, but not on the mark. And this could be an early 3 points here for Leinster if they were to go for it. Right, let's get through the team, shall we, and sort of get ourselves going here. Yeah, and Sam Renegast, who's in a 10 for Leinster, will take the point. Let's go through the team, shall we? For Leinster, it is Michael Milne, Gus McCarthy, and Rabbi Slimani who start in the front row. Arcus Snaman continues to notch up some Leinster minutes next to Ryan Baird. It's then Max Deegan, Josh Panafrey, and Caelan Doris in the back row. Luke McGrath partners the young Sam Prendergast in halfback pairing. James Lowe, Andrew Osborne, and Hugh Keenan's a very, very handy back three. Robbie Henshaw with Hugh Cooney inside of him in the centre pairings. Off the bench, it'll be Stephen Smythe, Andrew Porter, Thomas Clarkson, Brian Deeney, James Culhane, Cormac Foley, Ross Byrne, and Charlie Tector, as Sam Renegast makes no mistake and gives Leinster an early lead. For the Lions, not as much rotation. It is Joan Skuman, PJ Butcher, Asinate, and Slava Kanye packing down in the front row, backed up by Ruben Skuman and Reinhard Northknuckle. An exciting loose trio of Jason Pretorius, Jared Kearns, who's been coming up recently, and Franco Horn. You've then got Morne Vandenberg, partnering Kate Volato gets a start, Edel van der Merwe, Richard Creel, Quan Horn in the back three, and Reynard Jonker starting next to Henko van Veek, who continues his return from injury. Good take from Caelan Doris, and that's a nice tackle from Nklaba Kanye from the restart there. Off the bench for the Lions, it is Franco Murray, Heiko Pullman, Arius Skuman, Ruan Dalper, Renzo Duplessis, Nena Hamba, Marius Lowe, and Eric Cornelier. So a nice mixture of youth and experience. And that's a bit of a mistake as the Morne van der Berg turns the ball over there just inside Leinster 22. Just losing out on then a holding on call. So basically, the ball back. I think Sam Prendergast lost it forward and it was on like a flash here. Yeah, it was on the back of Arcus Snaman and Morne van der Berg was all over that so quickly. Jason Pretorius arriving just too late to be able to remove the players over there. So it's a big moment in the Leinster because that could have been huge for the Lions. They had won a bit of a bonus try. Well, I'm going to put a poll in the comments over here and ask who you guys are supporting. What's the chat here? Question either Leinster or Lions. As Leinster starts the ball from D through Caelan Doris, who's been named as the captain for Ireland in the end of year tour. Good tackle, Richard Creel getting over that ball, but nothing from Craig Evans. And Skuman now, I will pick up and go there from Caelan Doris. Good work this from Leinster. And it's a solid carry down the right-hand side by Ryan Baird as they go to the left-hand side. Sam Brady got a little bit indecisive. Robbie Henshaw now goes to JC Pretorius. Henko van Veek is there to complete the tackle. Up the 10-metre line going on the left-hand side. Prendergast lots of options. Lions scrambling here. It's a good tackle there from Henko van Veek. He's worked really hard to get back to full fitness. Very keen to see how he goes. Sam Prendergast, a bit of a 50-50 pass, but a good pass in the end. Looking for options here, and the Lions' defence is in tatters. Surely it's supposed to be a try. Steps back inside. Might have actually butchered it a little bit. And they're looking to try and hold him up over the line, which they might have just done. They have fantastic defence that from the Lions. Looked for certain that was going to be a try. Well, you looked at the numbers there. I was panicking. No need to panic whatsoever. Caelan Doris, what a ball carry is. We'll just run it up all day, every day. Right, from the restart, Kellen Dodds goes inside and a bit of a wraparound. Robbie Henshaw then going to the left-hand side. Sam Prendergast decides to put the grubber through. And Cape Verde happy to just marshal it out. Playing a bit of a territory game at Leinster early on here. It's a nice very defense here, but as kind of expected, Leinster all over lines early on. The question is, can they start making it early? I mean, for the Lions, I think the big thing is to start well, not concede too many points early on. The longer you go into the game and the more you're in it, for example, the more your confidence grows. That pans to that Leinster coaching box with Leo Cullen on screen. Right, PJ Butler, his first line of the day. Needs to be a good one. And Ruben Schoeman goes to the top, and it's a nice line. Morne van den Berg flings it out towards Jared Keynes, who won a man of the match a couple of weeks ago. Had quite a quick horizon within this line setup, as they look to try and replace the likes of Emmanuel Tuka, obviously making that move to the Sharks. And it's a very nice touch finder from Morne van den Berg, so the Lions exit very well. Pretty taken here by Leinster, trying to up the ante a little bit. There's a good carry there from Currie. I mean, the pace of the Leinster attack is so good. This stage, it's a nice tackle that though. Lions' defense is holding up well. Important just to stay patient over here. We'll go to over the top there. It'll be a test of Cape Verde, but they'll have a bit of time. Interesting player, Kate Volata. Went straight to France out of school. Didn't really work out for him. Then returned to the Cheetahs and then went to the Stormers. And this season on loan for the Lions. Didn't really get as much game time. He was injured quite a lot. As a penalty conceded by Leinster. Now back in the mix. And I think if he can stay fit, then I think we all know he's a very talented young player. But it's about whether he can stay fit and start stringing a run of games together. Well, it's a Lions now on the attacking line of PJ Burtez just outside the 22. What can we conjure up here? Well, it's a ball over the top. It's bizarre, and it's gone back to Leinster. I'm not quite sure why that was the play. And now, all of a sudden, a very spread Lions defense. Edwin van der Merwe has come across. Does very well stay inside. In fact, there does Hugo Keenan. Arcus Snyman. Morne van den Berg running up and tackling his Springbok teammate. Morne van den Berg heavily involved. Not heavily involved, but it was involved in the Rugby Championship. Now PJ Botha carrying well. It was a good take early on there by the Lions. Doing a couple of the bases right. Now Cape Verde goes to the air. JC Pretorius in amongst those chases, as well as Franco Horn. JC Pretorius looks to try and drive it back. It's really well taken by James Lode. Gets the offload away to Robbie Henshaw. Prendergast decides to move down the right-hand side. Bit of space in behind for Keenan. But it's good defense in the end as Schoolman grabs the boots and PJ Botha completes the tackle, driving Leinster back a little bit. Advantage for the knock play on, for example. Now there's a bit of space on the left-hand side. Comes inside is Robbie Henshaw. Looking for options. Pops it up to Prendergast. Pops it up and he's left behind. So turnover ball here for the Lions. JC Pretorius comes away with it. What a frantic start this is. High energy, high octane stuff. Now Schoeman goes nice and direct. I think one of the most underrated locks in the country is Ruben Schoeman. Not saying that you should necessarily be on the block radar, but just a very consistent performer for the Lions. Cape Verde now goes to Henk van Wyk. Quick rush defense on him. Does pretty well. Looks like a bit of a high tackle there. Ball is available though for Morne van den Berg. Lost a bit of momentum here, have the Lions, and he goes to Schoeman. Don't often see us prop with a scrum cap. But there he is. Now Morne van den Berg's going to go to the boot. Edwin van der Merwe is going to lead the chase here. Put a bit of pressure on. I think it looks like Robbie. Hugo Keenan's nice tackle from him. And Franco Horn getting up there. He's had a nice start to the season once again. Lots of rugby so far in this first 10 minutes as Prendergast goes to the boot. He puts it quite long though. Interesting, they look to be kicking to the lines without sort of necessarily competing. Kate Volta goes inside to Quine Horn. Now he's got a nice boot, a very useful boot as well, as he looks to try and turn Andrew Osborne. And that's not, it's exactly what the Lions would have wanted there. Kicking behind, ask him to try and find a touch. It's not the touch he wants to find at all. And it'll be a Lions line up just outside the Leinster 22. So it's exactly the kind of tactical thing that they would have wanted. But yeah, Ryan Osborne playing, brother of Jamie, who has played obviously for Iron and Saf will know him well. Played in the incoming series. Messing with line. I mean, why is the line? But the Lions lineouts can have to be absolutely terrible at times. But anyway, here we go. Red North Narco calling it, and it goes once again to Ruben Scrum at the front of the line. Jason Pretorius used it, goes flat to Morley van den Berg. He pops it up to. That's Eric Cornelius come off onto the park very early. I hope that's not for Henkenvek. No, Henkenvek's still on. So they're going to early substitution. Tabakanya fighting through the tackle. Lions on the front foot here. Morley van den Berg, quick ball. Gives it to Kate Volta. Delays the pass. Goes to Edel van der Merwe. Edel van der Merwe working really, really hard. Puts the offload away. And it's knocked back by Josh van der Fleer. Unfortunately, Eric Cornelius was committing to try and do the clean out. Not where he's expecting the pop. Arcus Neyman gets his hands to the tackle. Gets the offload away as well. Good tackle from Eric Cornelius. Jason Pretorius all over that ball. And gets the penalty. Make that 3-3, people. As I try and work out who he has come on to the park for here. Got an early sub. I haven't seen Richard Creel on in a while, so that could be the sub there. Not bad, this from the Lions, after a bit of an early shaky start going into this game. Okay, Volta, his first kick of the match as Jacques Currie, the one running the water. It's a good strike. He's turned quickly as Kate Volta, and he has split the poles. 3 points to 3. Very nice response to that from the Lions. They level up the scores. Just 13 minutes, just shy of 13 minutes played. But it's been a very, very good start from both teams who look pretty good with ball in hand. I think it's going to be an exciting game. I expect to see some very nice moments here. Hopefully some really nice tries as well. And potentially a high-scoring game. With Leinster making a few changes and the Lions looking very good attack, you do expect them to try and score a try too. And we all know that Leinster are a bit of a try machine of a team. Good take that from Jared Keynes out of the kickoff there. Nicely retained. Pressure at the rack though. And Morley van den Berg's going to have to deal with this. He goes to Kate Volta. Kate Volta goes to the boot. And looking for a decent touch finder. And he will find a very nice touch finder right back towards the halfway line. Very, very nice exodus from the Lions. Doing the basics right. I like it. I like it. Right on the left-hand side, Arcus Neyman. That's when you see Arcus Neyman first receiver, I start to panic. Well, we Henshaw steps inside of Henkenvek. To Hugo Keenan actually got a good start to pace. Diving tackle from Henkenvek. He does it so well. One of the best cover defenders in South Africa when he's in form. That's very good hands. Those Kalen Doris goes into the 22. Jason Pretorius is lurking. Front foot ball this year. McGrath looking for his options. Prendergast is calling for Josh van der Fleer to carry. And the ball's popped down. Jason Pretorius has dived on it. The turnover ball here from the Lions. Yes, lads. Very, very nice. And they'll slow things down. Kate Volta in the pocket. That's not a great kick. Not the kind of kick you would have wanted. He doesn't even find touch, to be honest, but there's actually a penalty for the Lions, so we'll take that. A little free exit. Things you love to see. For offside is the call. Great break this from Hugh Keane. It was a good recovering tackle from Hinkenberg. He had to make the tackle because Hugh Keane actually stepped inside of him. Ball in behind, and from Leinster, Edwin van der Merwe launches downfield. So we have good confirmation. There's Richard Creel, that's off. A little bit of takers there from Sam Prendergast, sticking out his foot. Brings out the old-fashioned torpedo. That'll bounce to the hands of Cape Volta. He's going to use the safety of 22. Yeah, look to try and find a decent clearance. Not a bad clearance, I don't think. It should be about the halfway line. Not bad. I think Lions at the moment kind of almost winning the territory battle. He does put his hand up. He wants a bit more distance than that did Cape Volta. Bit of a lonely Lions box at the moment. Just the 3. Jacques Free running water at the moment. Not involved. The Aviva Stadium, where Leinster obviously based while the RDS gets that upgrade. Another good line as Arcus Nemi goes up and Prendergast. And this is obviously where Leinster gets so dangerous from set piece. Arcus Neyman. Lions doing very, very well. You see Ruben Schoeman's, I mean, he still managed to, in fact, he's done really, really well here. That's phenomenal work from Ruben Schoeman. He's so aware that Arcus Neyman is looking for that off blow. He's got his hands all over his hands to try and prevent it. And then it actually goes forward and into a Leinster player, which is then in an offside position. I mean, look at it. His hands all over the ball just to try and stop it. That's really good work there from Ruben Schoeman. It's good awareness, you know. I mean, it's one of those things, everybody knows he does it, but trying to stop it is a whole different thing. Taking the points here is Cape Volta. He's got a decent boost on him here, so this is for the lead, actually. Come on, Kate. Split the poles here. Let's get us into a lead. Very, very nice kick there from Cape Volta. Absolutely superb stuff from him. And they go short on the kickoff there to Leinster. They actually retain it in the end because the ball comes backwards off of Jason Pretorius into the hands of, I think it was, could be Ryan Beardo there. It was Ryan Beardo. So Leinster with a counter-attack, but it's a horrible pass that then goes forward into the arms of Jared Keynes. A couple of mistakes creeping into the Leinster game. And Morty van den Berg, very aware of the fact that no one's back, has launched. Edwin van der Merwe will give chase. Throws it back inside, just from the Fleer with a bit of space. But the Lions defense is coming up nicely. His opposite number. Sorry, it's actually Schumann who makes the tackle. Now Slimani. Very, very shrewd signing, that Slimani acquisition from Leinster. And McGrath's going to go to the boot. Kate Volta underneath. He's been good so far. Takes it to well under the pressure from Andrew Osborne. And the Lions do well to secure the ball as well. And Morne van den Berg goes to the boot. A couple of play chases to Eric Cornier. That's a good take from Hugh Keane. It's a good tack from Eric Cornier as well. Lions, as I said, doing very well to just try and pin Leinster back. Now James Lowe kicks it in behind. On the foot from Edel van der Merwe. Right, with a bit of space, what can Edel van der Merwe do? He wants to run himself. Gets past McGrath. Slightly isolated. but the ball is available. Frank Horn made a call for it. He flings it out wide on the bounce to Henk van Wyk. Had a look where the touchline is. He's going to chip and chase as Henk van Wyk. Bit of space. So where's the ball going to bounce? Oh, I tell you what, it almost bounced into the hands of Henk van Wyk. Hugo Keane doing very, very well there. Inside ball from low back to Caden Doris. This was proper rugby. Now kicking behind from Prendergast. He sees a bit of space on the right hand side, but it's, the Techers is out today. A couple of first touches there. Now Edel van der Merwe. He returns the favour. And Prendergast, he's going to take his time here and try and find... Yeah, brings out, he loves that torpedo, does Sam Prendergast. He won't find touch. Eric Cornelier underneath it. He goes inside to Kate Voliter. Bit of time here for Voliter. Goes to the left-hand side. Prendergast catches it inside the 22. Thought about taking it. Then he went into James Lowe's with a left boot of his. He's going to look for a better clearance. Won't find touch, though. It's a bit of a kicking ping-pong at the moment. Now Voliter's looking to run this now, I think. Runs, gets away from White. Very nice work from Voliter. Then brings in Morne Vandenberg. He steps aside. Pops it into Richard Creel's back onto the park. Eric Cornelier. So I think it's actually Renard Jonker, by the way, that's potentially off here. Very, very good work there from Voliter. Now back it goes. First receiver. And presents well. But why does that look like Renard Jonker then? Oh, it's Quan Horn off. Yeah, I think that could be. I think Horn could be off. That's a disaster if it is. Yeah, I think it is Horn that's off. Not entirely sure why. Typical. Especially, we lost David Willemse today, but it looks like a groin injury. And then another flipping option. Now, that's really, really good work from Morne Vandenberg. He saw that James Lowe had left a lot of space. He's kicked the ball in behind, and he's pegged Leinster back inside the 22. That is such good game management so far from the Lions in the last sort of 5-10 minutes. Need to try and convert that into opportunities, though. Try and find out what's happened to Quan Horn. It's an HIA. Richard Creel at fullback. And Leinster do find a decent clearance, and the Lions will have a line just by the 10-metre line. It's not the worst result in the world. Come on, the lads. 18 minutes to go before half-time. 3-point lead. The nice thing is we survived the Leinster blitz. We've often seen Leinster start and be to a 2-3 tries up by like 20 minutes and like the game's almost gone. So we managed to survive that. We got short, by the way, from the line out. We do retain it. Bit of variation there, JC Victorious. Couple of players offside there, surely. North Nachel now. Couple of phases here for all the Lions. Morne Vandenberg now goes to Voliter. Voliter flings it to Cornelier. Goes short to Henk van Wyk. Still going to Henk van Wyk. Robbie Henshaw was trying to rip it, and Henk van Wyk managed to steal the extra few meters because of it. And Prendergast reaches out and rips the ball from Morne Vandenberg. James Lowe's got it. He wants to chip and chase. Morne Vandenberg's going to get there ahead of him. Dives on it very well as Morne Vandenberg, and Franco Horn is there as well to secure that ball. Penalty. Very, very nicely worked, boys. Very, very nice. Taking it quickly out of the lines. Bit of a strange decision, that. I'll look at the Jonker. Almost caught to the wall. Was losing the ball in possession there. And does lose it. So we'll go back for not being 10. Back for the penalty. Yes, lads. Yes, lads. Just keep grafting. Just keep grafting this. Very, very nicely worked. He's going to have another go here at Cape Voliter. I'll tell you what, this will be about 55 meters. If he nails this, it'll be pretty impressive. Come on, Kane. Slot this. Get a 6-point lead. He's going to have the distance here. I don't think he's got the direction. No, he had the distance, but pushed it slightly right. Decent attempt, though, from him. And that'll be a bit of a warning sign to Leinster not to give away penalties anywhere inside their own half. Because he's got a big boot on him as well, after. Currie underneath it. Jared Kane's carrying into contact. Lines back inside their own half on the halfway line now. Building from deep. BITDEFENDER pops up to Ed van der Merwe, who's working hard. Trying to just sort of delay a couple of passes. Trying to work their way through that Leinster rush defence. Okay, Volter. And lost it 4 in contact there. It's very, very annoying. We actually might have our first scrum of the day. Yeah, we are going to have our first scrum of the day. But you should see how this goes, actually. Right, so Skuman and Ntlabakanye versus Slimani and Milne. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Let's see what we can do. A couple guys in the comments, by the way. JJ Yoda saying go Lions. JP is saying that Leinster look up for it. Brian saying go Lions. And Ruggermat saying how's the champion. I hope you're all well. Please let me know where you're watching from in the comments below. Let me know who you... I mean, the poll is saying that majority of people are supporting the Lions, and why not? Let me know if you have any score predictions, for example, any comments on the game so far. Oh, it's a big second shot coming from the Lions. Big second shot coming from the Lions. And they're going to get the penalty. Come on! There we go. Skuman, welcome to the big leagues. "33 years old. I think this is such a good signing from for the Lions. Went and found him and brought him back from overseas, and what a signing he's been, or could be. I think. I mean, Tlabakanye on the other side of it, but this is all. You can see there's the knee, and then bang. Just so well said. Absolutely crumples Slimani. More of that, lads. More of that. Right, PJ Burton now. Lions on the 22. Just under 30 minutes left in the first half. They go to the back of the line to Franco Horn. Jason Patoy's using it quickly. Morne van der Berg pops it up. And bursts through. Goes around Jonker. Quick ball enough. Morne van der Berg. Ruben Skuman now. Nice carry from him. And knocked on in the contact. I'll take it all back. We'll have another scrum. Well, I suppose. If we have another scrum, let's see if they can get in that 2 years. It's a bit frustrating that from Ruben Skuman. Good momentum was being built. Much more solid scrum this time. And Leinster go down the left-hand side. James Lowe, the left boot. And he does look to find a clearance, but it's a huge kick, and he's allowed to bounce the Ed van der Merwe. It's actually not gone out in the end, so he's had to go retrieve him all the way inside. Now he wants to run a little bit, Chaz Ed van der Merwe. Goes inside out, gets away from one. It's completely isolated, Chaz Ed van der Merwe. Thankfully, a couple of players now getting back. No ways! No ways! Pin for not supporting his weight. I think that is a terrible call. And this should be 3-3. Not sure it's the right decision yet for Ed van der Merwe to take it himself, but I feel like this is very, very harsh. Does that not bounce on the line? Oh, I tell you, that's close. I mean, he trips over the rolling player from the looks of it. So what's he supposed to do? They're going for the launcher of Leinster, by the way. They turned down the points. And Franco Horn's gone up, and he's won it! PJ Buerta has been shoved back. I think it'll be taken over, so it'll be a 5-meter scrum. Will survive. It was a great win for Franco Horn, but then the ball bouncing almost back into the flipping hands of one of the Leinster players. So it'll be a scrum for Leinster. It's a great win for Franco Horn. Gets across there in front of, I think it's Ryan Beard, and then the ball just bounced into PJ Buerta, and then he's pushed back behind the line. Two players on. Not much more you could have done there. It's a really good win, though, for Franco Horn. Come, lads. Big scrum now. Big scrum as we go into the final 10 minutes of the first half. We have a reset here. Will Duplessis say, I've become a Lions supporter after that scrum. Well, you know, welcome to the cult. We've got jackets and we're depressed all the time. Big G says, Leinster 17, Lions 21. Oh, what that would do for my weekend. Sneaky Lions win against Leinster. Ah. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss stuff, that. Right, Ken Dawes with the back. Mortifanberg gets in front of him. It's a good tackle from him. Leinster just 2 meters out, though. Big defense needed Jeff from the Lions. McGrath taking his time. Ref, you got 3 seconds when that ball's available. That ball's been available. Just short. Van der Fleer's got it. I think he's actually scored that. It's exactly what we did need after such a good start. It's so annoying. To start so well, then to concede something like that. And that's all from Edel van der Merwe not kicking that ball, unfortunately. It's good body position here from Josh van der Fleer. Just basically protects the ball and then basically sort of shifts it so he can get the hands loose. And he goes over. Applauded by the bench, and Leinster back in the lead. Kick to come from Sam Prendergast to make it a 4-point lead. Sam Prendergast got no shot clock at the moment, so I couldn't tell you how much longer. There it is. Makes no mistake. Right, Leinster 10, Lions 6. 7.5 minutes left on the clock for the first half. Lions missing that penalty. It was going to be a 1-point game. We've got our first try of the match. And ironically, after a game which had some really good champagne rugby, it was a very forwards-based, tight sort of try that has been scored for the opener from Josh van der Fleer. Right, Kay Volta goes on the left-hand side. Jason Pretorius leads the chase with Eric Cornier. And McGrath's going to go to the box kick here from the restart. And should find touch, does find touch. So it'll be Lions now on the 10-meter line. Come on, lads. I wouldn't even mind the scoreline at half-time, to be perfectly honest. But it would be very nice if we find a penalty or something. I'll tell you what, a try would do our confidence a world of good. Right, PJ Buerta goes to the back. It's a good line from the Lions. And Kay Volta's there. Goes to Henker van Veek. Very good read that from chaps. Does anybody want to flip in? Does anyone want to clean him out, please? James Lloyd had a free go at the game. 3 Oaks just watched him with his hands on the ball. Jeepers me. That is so poor. That was our attack. I was our line out on the 10-meter line, and we could see the penalty because the first phase that we went to, nobody decided to just protect the ball. Flipping ridiculous. It's a good read from Hugh Cooney, but just where's Brandon Jonker? What are you doing? This might be the worst attempt at a clean out I've ever seen. Almost a bit of a messy line there from Leinster, but they do have the ball on 22. And McGrath goes to Prendergast. Sorry, I lie. Oh, it's Lamar. Has he not lost that ball forward? No, says the referee. Now Henshaw in the midfield. Leinster working their way down the left-hand side. Prendergast tries to kick it, chip over the top. Bounce to Edel van der Merwe. And he's lost the ball in contact with Edel van der Merwe. Then it's a knock-on from Leinster. Well, the referee's not seen the knock-on from Leinster, but there was definitely a knock-on from Leinster. So it should be a Lions scrum, but the Lions do have the ball. Scummer now. Allows us to get Monet van den Berg off on the deck. And he'll go to use the boot himself, yeah. Bit of a caterpillar ruck. And he finds touch. Not a phenomenal touch finder, just outside the 22. Not terrible. Lions all of a sudden hanging on. But there was definitely a knock on you. I mean, it's van der Merwe there. Yeah, ball gets ripped. But if you look on the other angle then, as he's diving on the ball, Sam Prendergast very, very clearly knocks it on. Right, let's line. 4 minutes to go. Come, chaps. Just go into half-time with a score. Good line, that. Arcus name and I. Robbie Henshaw. Not too much momentum, though. Cooney steps aside. Corneo's there. Makes a nice tackle. Back down the left-hand side now. McGrath pops it up to James Lowe. Looking for work is the wing. Milner, first year. Prendergast looking for options. Oh, that's a huge tackle from Henk van Beek. That's been knocked forward. That's been kicked ahead. Who's got the pace here? Prendergast is on it. Eric Corneer's after it. Hugo Keen's going to win the race, but Eric Corneer's on him. And the Leinster players do get back here and go here now from Kellen Doris. Big tackle coming from PJ Buerta. Ball's popped out. And PJ Buerta's won it again. This is chaos at the breakdown. Come, no, the numbers! Play the numbers! It's a dreadful pass. Franco Horn knocks it backwards, then keeps going again. Go, Franco. Gets back to his feet. He's still going. Ball available for Monet van den Berg now. And Ruben Schoeman, always Mr. Reliable, just knock it up for you, create a ruck, and off we go. PJ Buerta, a little bit isolated. A couple of guys who just started arriving. And Juan Schoeman does just that. Now Monet van den Berg looking for his options. He goes to Kate Volta. Volta sees a bit of space in there. And they've looked to try and exploit that down the right side. This time James Lowe gets back and does mark it. Right. Not a phenomenal kick that from James Lowe. So we Lions line just to pass the 10-meter line here. Lions looking good with ball in hand. He just maybe keep it a little bit more ball in hand here. As I said, I hope you're well. Let me know what your score predictions are. We had Big G reckons a Lions 4-point win here. Anybody else bold enough to throw out a score prediction? And they get it completely wrong there to the Lions, and it's a free kick. Bloody PJ Buerta. What a waste. What an absolute waste. It's decent clearance at the end from Kate Volta. But coming from having a line past the 10-meter line, you get the call wrong and he ends up going too early. Free kick Leinster. They push all the way back and Kate Volta finds a clearance on the halfway line. You can't afford... You got opportunities. You got to start taking them. Ball over the top there. McGrath goes short to Prendergast. Will give options. He goes short to Van der Fleer. Takes a half tackle. Renard Jonker's on that ball there. And wins the penalty. Very, very good work that from Renard Jonker. Late opportunity from the Lions. It's a minute on the clock and kick their way into Leinster territory. Maybe find another penalty. Take the 3 points. Okay, Walter. It's a decent touch finder from him. Opposite to where we were last time. Barking out the instructions, Cade Walter. I think he's about 23 years old these days. Still very young in his career. Really needs an extended run. Yeah, 23. Turns 24 in January. That'll be really good for him to get a bit of a run. Managed just 12 games for the Western Province and 5 for the Stormers. After the move didn't work out for Montpellier. At Montpellier, with COVID, you saw him come back. He came back with George Cornier, actually. This time they go to the front of the line. Easy says it to Ruben Schoolman. Looking for the rolling more here are the Lions. You haven't seen it yet. Marcus Neyman trying to get his hands in there. Told them that they're not allowed to use it. Warren van den Berg's desperate trying to get that ball out. They've got to get those players out of the way there then. Moore's gone down. The players are available. Jared Kane's now. Ball pops up. And one back by Schoolman. Good work from him. Penalty. I think I don't know if it's a knock-on advantage or a penalty advantage. There's an advantage for the Lions. Ruben Schoolman gets his hands to the tackle. Referee, they flipping tackling out the ball here. That should have been a flipping penalty, and that could have been 3 points. Well, half-time, 10 points to 6. I'll take that. I think that could have been a late penalty, to be honest. But not a bad half for the Lions. Very much in it so far. We'll see what the second half will hold for us. But so far, so good from the side from Joburg. And we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Right, we're back for the second half, and Leinster leading the Lions 10 points to 6. And yeah, frustrating into that first half, because I thought the Lions played pretty well, and then one bad judgment with Edwin van der Merwe when he opted not to kick it, and yeah, turnover ball, penalty awarded, line out try. So individual error coming in to bite the Lions at the end, but a pretty good first half, and we could have a similar sort of performance, then we could yet try and take something out of this game. Really like to leave Dublin with at least 1 point. I feel like we definitely can leave with 1 point. Another knock on there, and turn of the ball here from Van den Berg. He goes to Henk van Beek. It's a good take from Henk van Beek. Still going to Henk van Beek. Still quite a solid game so far as the out centre back on the injury. Great work from Van den Berg. Getting over in between a couple players over the top. And BJ Butcher fighting hard. Eric Cornier finding a bit of space. Having a bit of a last-ditch tackle there. Ball available for Van den Berg. And that's really good work from Aaron Jonker. Ball's been charged down and then knocked forward from Leinster, but Schoeman will be there. He goes to Jared Keynes, who wants to chip over the top, but it'll be a Lions scrum by the 22. Not a bad place to have a scrum, considering the Lions scrum. We did get that early penalty in that first half. Rob's saying, Getter saying, Sunsetting Island, nice background music. Rob's saying, if I were a Leinster supporter, I'll be frustrated with only 10-6 up at half time at home. Better than them to come out firing. Well, hopefully the Lions can get a decent scrum over here. Maybe we might take sort of the first blow of the second half. Doesn't look, by the way, like Kyan Horn's come back on, so that could be a concussion. The nice thing of this concussion is that we're not playing for another month, so we'll be able to get ourselves back into full fitness there. Alright, so Eric Cornet is currently playing on the wing, by the way. You got Richard Creel at full back. And there comes the scrum. In fact, initially it was actually Leinster scrum, and they used it on the way to McGrath. I'm not quite sure where they found the Leinster knock on. The Lions knock on. It was another good scrum there from the Lions. Didn't quite manage to get the penalty. It was a good scrum. Uses the call. 1, 2, 3. I mean, he says use it. I'll start counting after that, by the way. So how is that? If they were to police it properly, it really frustrates me. It's a good. I think it's a nice rule, that whole 3-second thing, but they don't police it particularly well. That's a nice big hit from Ntlabakanye. Sam Prendergast just drifting, looking for options, and he smashed him. Now, lots of options. Henk van Beek's going to have to get across. James Lowe goes to the boots. A very good kick in the end from James Lowe. Come on, man. Lions need to find a way to find some points here. Looks like a 4-man line here for the Lions. And just like that, they have changed their props. So 2 new props on for Leinster with Andrew Port and Thomas Clarkson on. And I think I could poor line at that from the Lions. Once again, line out issues. And I think that is a very, very big indictment onto how well Jean Schoeman and Asanate Tlabakanye are scrummaging. So at the moment, they have looked to change that front row. Prendergast going to Henshaw. Leinster down the right-hand side. Pick up and go from Canon Doris. JC Victorious aware to the threat. Henk van Beek wants to go. That ball scatters to the side. Josh van der Fleer cleaning up. Hugo Keenan now. Goes to Ryan Beard. Spinning away from tackles, but PJ Bush does compete in the end. Prendergast inside ball, but well read. Looking to hold him up here, actually, on the Lions. Just inside the 22-yard Leinster. Options to the left, and McGrath goes to Henshaw. Henshaw goes to Osborne. Well, that's surely forward. It is very well forward from James Lowe. Trying to whip that pass to the left-hand side. And, not anywhere close to being flat. And you just see just the quick release type pass from James Lowe. Going well forward into the hands of Max Deegan, who's had a very good start to his season as well. One of the form loose forwards in the competition. Come on, lads. A little scrum penalty here will go a long way. Now it's in Klabakanya up against Andrew Porter. Johan Schoeman's actually under a bit more pressure. And we have a reset scrum here. I shall return in just a second. Sorry, apologies. Right, and we're back in. Big scrum coming from Leinster. Need to try and use this ball here to the Lions. Actually, in fact, the Lions win the penalty. So I think Leinster hinging over there. Moore-Vandenberg thinking about taking it quickly. Opts against it. So it's another scrum penalty. Clarkson doesn't feel a bit hard done by. And Andrew Porter, always wonder about that angle about him when he not driving straight to the penalty is what the penalty is for. I think if you go look at a lot of the penalties in the last year, Andrew Porter's got a habit of going in, and you can just see there. He does have a habit of scrumming in, does Andrew Porter. Ball eventually available for the Lions. Brandon Joker's going to have to dig for it. He goes to Schoeman. Andrew Porter being told to leave that ball. Ball at the top there, and it's gone. I think it's gone forward of Leinster hand. So we're going to have a Lions scrum. We'll take a Lions scrum. Take a Lions scrum. Tight. No points in the second half so far. This could be a much tighter game than initially expected. Richard Creel went up very early in that thing. Now Andrew Porter's asking the referee for about a couple of things. All right, let's see if Klabakanya can get one over on Andrew Porter here. Or Schoeman, very, very solid at the moment. Not much give. Moore-Vandenberg goes to Renaud Jonker. Goes himself. Richard Creel arriving. Ball bobbles up, and Moore-Vandenberg just hammers on the floor. Oh, that's knocked on by James Lowe. So it'll be another scrum, another 20 yards out. It's a very talented kick that from Moore-Vandenberg. He had no options, so he just hammered along the floor, and it's always so awkward with that bounce. Bouncing into the chest and hands of James Lowe and back out. So good work from Moore-Vandenberg. We'll progress a bit further up the park, have another scrum. Come on, Atsanati. I want you to fold Andrew Porter. This is how you get yourself into Bok radars. And this time, penalty for Leinster. Not entirely sure what for. Going down on the court, but I think it's a call from the other side, actually. Which is an interesting call to make, given how far away the other assistant referee would have been. So he completely collapsing on the other side there. Bullshit, we don't have the other angle. I always think the spider cam and the top angle is the best angle when you look at a scrum. I think that's such a nice. I think they should look to try and do that for like World Cups and major events. When we make it compulsory. If you've got like TMO, for example, looking at that area view, another competitive lineup there. Leinster do win it, but Lions are competing well there. Right, Ryan Beard. McGrath. Oh, it's a good read there from Asnat and Klapakanya coming inside. Initially gets away from him, but he makes the initial hit, which is the important part. Arcus name on good hands. Good hands is from Leinster. Good pick up from Pentecost. Ball over the top, and they're going to run to the corner here. That's so soft. So soft. No, never mind. It's actually a knock on. Come on! Come on! Let's go! I think I say, yeah, forward pass, final pass forward. Come the lads. Right, and now the clearance, long clearance, is, goes all the way back. It goes Hugh Keenan. Now he's looking to run it back. Who wants some Richard Creels and around there? Jason Pretorius is actually the one lurking over there. I think he wants to try and release the call. Right, Arcus Neyman puts his head down. Good hit that from Morning Vandenberg. Be interesting to see who comes on later. When Hammer comes on later, whether he comes on a 9 or a 10. Kick over the top. That's a little bit too far. I think, no, it's actually judged perfectly. It's really well taken as well. But Morty van den Berg's on it, and I think he's actually stolen. No, ball available for Leinster. McGrath goes to Caelan Doris. Goes to Prendergast. Good covering tackle that from Richard Creel. Prendergast dabs in behind. Is it going to sit up for James Lowe? Oh, I tell you what, I think Henk van Veek has done brilliantly there. Yup, he's prevented the try. It looked like it was going to just set up for James Lowe. Henk van Veek, I think, has gone further enough and got there first. Could be a 5-meter scrum or 5-meter line out here for Leinster. I think it could be really, really good work here from Henk van Veek. We're going to have a look here. He's not confident. Is James Lowe. Yeah, it's done very, very well there, Henk van Veek. There'll be a goal line dropout. Lions hanging on at the moment, hanging on for dear life. 60 minutes, no points score, but no points conceded either for the Lions. So, yeah, we're getting there. Hold on as long as you can. Volta goes deep, and Asuka Keen underneath it. He goes inside. To Kalen Doris, going to have a run up here. Still goes Kalen Doris. And Andrew Porter, as usual, up to the dark hearts, just holding everybody back. Nice, the referee could pick that up, back up on that. Good hands there from Marcus now. And flat ditch, Josh van der Fleer. Jason Pretorius reading him in. Good work from him. But Leinster on the break. Prendergast now. Runs into a bit of traffic. Now Arceus Sneyman, ball up there to Craig Volta. Needs to get across to James Lowe. 2 meters out here, Leinster. Josh van der Fleer. Scored one in the first half. In fact, he's got the only try of the match so far. Offside there was Morning Vandenberg. Silly from him. Jared Keynes is allowed to be on that ball, but they're going to penalise Morning Vandenberg. He was trying to come through the ruck and then got dislodged and they kind of ran into him. So, a frustrating penalty to concede. Around the corner they go. Lions will wait for it. They could be held up here. Apparently there's ground. I don't see how was there grounding in amongst those three guys? How has he assured that? That looks for all the money that was going to be held up. It's so frustrating. All right, 15 points to 6. Lions going to have to score next year. It's a good kick. It'll be 17 points to 6. 11 points the lead now for Leinster. And the Lions try. I wonder how long until we look to go to Sinna Humber and Morning van den Berg. I mean, Marius Lowe and the likes. Go short. Do something. All right, here we go. We've got one sub coming on. I think it looks like Franco Marais. No, it's Marius Lowe's onto the park. I imagine he will replace Reynard Jonker, will be my guess. Ruben Schoeman's off, PJ Burt is off, so we have gone to the bench to have the Lions. There's nothing more that pisses me off now than Cape Walter puts in the friggin' touch. You've just gone and conceded a try, got to try and put the pressure back on, you kick it into touch, and you allow a scrum back on the halfway line. Idiot. That's so stupid. That's how you can pound errors. Not much given that scrum. Now, we can have a reset. Tell you what, United Rugby Championship was starting to get a little bit of momentum against Porter. This time they use the McGraw. Then he changes direction, goes to the left to Keenan, who links up with Cooney. Vivek completes the tackle on the left-hand side. Leinster go now back towards the right. Prendergast. And Beard's up. Lions defense back to being tested. Jason Pretorius. Half tackle there, eventually bringing down Clarkson. Caden Doris once again. Ball hands up. Good offload from Prendergast, but it's a good tackle from Henkel and Vivek on his opposite number. Now Doris, but numbers here, numbers. Back to Deegan on the side. Surely that's to the right hand side. Andrew Porter. Arceus Neyman. Putting another big shift in here today, Arceus Neyman. I think he's played more minutes now than Leinster than he did in about his first 2.5 years of Munster. Ball over the top, and it's been marked by Kate Volter. Very good work. He wants to take this quickly. And the referee says no, he needs to take it back on the mark. So they'll just slow things down a little bit. Interesting to see, as I said, we've still got Snare. So in terms of the bench still to come from the Lions, you've still got Renzi Duplessis to come on. You've got both props to come on as well as Snare and the Humber. From Leicester's point of view, they've changed their props, but that's it so far. And now we are going to see some changes. So that is Ross Byrne being prepared. I think it might have been Charlie Tector as well, potentially coming on. A couple of subs here for Leinster. We'll confirm what these are in just a second. So Foley's on. Ross Byrne is on for Prendergast. I think that's it so far. From the Lions' perspective. All right, four-man line here for Leinster. Marcus Name as a target as well. Bit of a wraparound here from Leinster. It's a great tackle. Good read there from Marius Lowe. A couple of players over on it quickly, and they're going to win the penalty. Very, very good work. Marius Lowe reads it so well, and then Henk van Beek gets his hands on the ball. Very good penalty, won that. Go to the corner now. Come on, lads. Corner up, score a try, make it a 5-point game, score another try, take the lead, score another try, extend the lead, score another try, leave with a bonus point win. It's easy. I don't know what the issue is here. Such a good read. So many different players, and then you can just see, sees that Cooney's got the run. He gets slightly ahead of Andrew Osborne, which means that there's no offload option. He just goes to sides, commits, and hammers into him. And Henk van Beek standing next to him says, "Thank you very much. I'll grab that." First throw of the day for the line-out for a young Franco Murray. And they go to the top. It's a good take from Franco Horn. Not straight. Are you kidding me? That looks a really, really harsh call. Ah. Come, big scrum, you lads. You gotta be kidding me. A free kick there. That's not Tabakanya wasn't happy with the thing. I'll raise the referee, so he just free kicked him. Oh, it's been charged down, Vandenberg. Morne Vandenberg. Yeah, you can't give him out the game. James Lowe tapped it and took a while to kick it. And Morne Vandenberg was there ready. And on a different day, that bounced towards Morne Vandenberg and he actually scores there. That's really good work, that from the young scrum off. Now it's a goal line dropout for Ross Byrne. And this will allow Kate Bonnet to go inside to Jared Keynes to try and work up a bit of steam. Brought down by Andrew Porter. Schoolman goes back on the angle, working hard on the tackle. Lines on the front foot here. Got to try and find some points. Edel van der Merwe. Need to get him more in the game. Eric Cornier on the angle, playing it on the wing after that injury to Quan Horn. Franco Marais. Jared Keynes, catch the ball before you get into contact, man. Hacked forward by Robbie Henshaw, and Franco Horn's going to have to come back here with Edel van der Merwe. This time Edel van der Merwe taking no chances. He puts it to the boot quickly. And Ross Byrne will take his time here. Edel van der Merwe is leading the charge himself. Going for distances, Ross Byrne. And it's going to slow up just by Kay Volta and Richard Creel. No, what are you doing? That's so fucking shit. What are you doing? Kay Volta and Richard Creel smacking around at the back. This is how we conceded a try in the first half, you idiots. I'm just inviting pressure on. So, there we go. So then the Hammers onto the park. Here comes Paco Pullman, by the way, for John Schoolman, as well as RF Schoolman for Nhlaba Kanye. And Sanena Nahamba has replaced Craig Volta at 10. URC player of the season last season for Sanena Nahamba. Yeah, rumours that he potentially has signed a contract as Sanena Nahamba with the Stormers is what the rumours is, which would make sense from the terms of why he's not playing at the moment a lot. Oh, that looked like a bit of a crock roll clean out. Arcus Name getting a bit of a poor offload. Robbie Henshaw on a bit of pressure. And that's not forward by Keenan. So we'll have a scrum. Come on, lads. Get ourselves back into Leinster territory. Let's get within 7. Honestly, I'll take a point. I would honestly just take a point. Another penalty, and that's for scrumming in again, I think, against Andrew Porter. Yeah, let's get to Andrew Porter. And Nahamba needs to find a decent clearance. Not phenomenal. It's not his forte, really, kicking for touch. Bit of youth now in the Lions props. You got R.S. Schoolman, who I believe is 21 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Heiko Pullman, I don't think he's much older. The next generation of props coming through here for the Lions. I'll tell you what, they're working with one of the best in the business in Julian Redding Ace. Time and time again, he keeps producing props at the Lions. And the substitution, yeah, Renzo Duplessis is going to come on here for JC Pretorius. Had a really good Currie Cup that went to URC. Really announced himself to the world. Good line now. Vandenberg goes flat to Jared Keynes. Edel Vandenberg now. And a bit of space for Franco Hall to get involved. Good hands there. Good hands here, lads. We're in the URC now. Edel Vandenberg. Vandenberg sniping, looking for options, and that's gone forward. 6 men. And then one it back. We'll have to go for the scrum. So poor in the last 10-15 minutes. Just no composure whatsoever. Craig Evans actually getting in the way. They probably should have just stopped the game. Right, Leinster scrum. Less than 10 minutes on the clock. Robbie Hedgehow first receiver gives it back to Osborne. Once again, another good tackle. I'll tell you what, I think Hingham and Vega initially had hands on that ball. Well, it's a bit of a poor pass. And Lions have turned the ball over. Vandenberg goes to Senna Humber. Senna Humber seeing a bit of space. He goes to the boot. On the right-hand side. James Lowe's there. It's outside. I think he'll look to run this for James Lowe. Goes to the boot. He's going to chip and chase himself. He's going to get away from him a bit. So, Vandenberg's underneath it. He gets wrapped up by James Lowe. Ball available here for the Lions. Edel Vandenberg. Richard Creel gets away from one, trying to free us up his hands. Still no scrum off at the moment. Now Vandenberg does arrive. Nahamba flings it out to Eric Cornier. Long pass out wide to Eric. No, sorry, that's Ronald Jonker. That's to Eric Cornier. Cornier comes inside. Bounce off Henshaw. Still going as Eric Cornier. It's a nice carry from him. And a good appreciation of the laws as well. Then Lee locks it forward. Never mind. Never mind. Just want to give me one of those days. Every single time he does something half decently. Just a small mistake, like a knock on something that keeps him. I mean, he does so well. Yeah, bang. Steps inside one. Bounce to Robbie Henshaw. Then as he goes down. Yeah, I was trying to basically put the ball down and pick it up again. And knocks it on in the process. Seven minutes left. What about an intercept try? That'd be nice. Half a tackle there. Eventually, Vandenberg making a tackle. Advantage, not sure for what. I'd assume for offside. Caden Doris, big tackle coming from Henker from Vague. Well, I thought. Oh, that's almost tackle in the air there from Sinan Lahamba. What are you? Is he sitting there to tackle? Where? That is so soft. That is so soft. That is pathetic. I cannot actually believe that that's a penalty. If we score from here, I'm actually going to lose it. He sure he's lost that forward, ref. Thank you. Wake up, man. Goodness me. Goodness me. Come on, lads. Full length of the field. Try. Get a bonus point here. Less than 5 minutes on the clock. Come on, boys. Scrum penalty. Let's go. What if I go snare the hammer? Snare the hammer. Goes to the boot. It's just, I think it's out in the full, actually. No, but we're in the 22, weren't we? No, so it's out in the full. Great. Ah. Caledon is apparently the player of the match. Yeah, probably about right. Come on, lads. Just hold Archer. Enter Duplessis all over that ball. Referee, award him. Why? Why was he release? Good tackle. Ball to go into Burn. Burn flings it out wide. Ref. 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 Thank you. Eventually. As he's not kept it in. Yukian thought he kept it in, but the touch judge says no. So it will be a line on the 22. Well, this could be big here. This could be big. Score try here. And just he doesn't even need to be converted. Just a try gets us back within 7, and we could leave with a point. That would be a pretty big point as well. Considering that I think Leinster, their closest game so far this season, they beat Connacht 33 points to 12, beat Munster 26 points to 12, beat Benetton 35 points to 5, beat Dragons 30 points to 6. So Edinburgh was that 2-point game. And apart from that, this is definitely the closest game. Ah, and then you drop it forward. How freaking you just roll you, Marius? You know, but you're talking about potential try here. It's changed the entire complexion of the game. And then you can see the penalty for good freaking measure. Just blow the game, ref. I'm done. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Yeah. Alkins now in the front of the line there. 90 seconds left on the clock. Intercept try. Intercept try. Intercept try. Intercept try. Yo, that's a horrible kick. Yeah, that just got out. Right, full length of the score. Full length of the field try. Full length of the field try. Come on! Right, Paul Delport. Monty van den Berg. Yo, that's a shocker of a pass. That's it. Call the game. Call the game. And the clock turns red. Intercept try. Intercept try. Intercept try. Intercept try. Come on! Just like third 50-50 pass. Scrum penalty. Go to the field. Ah, boo. Big scrum. Big scrum. Big scrum. Big scrum. Big scrum. Ah, not for them. Ah, dear. I mean, it's not a bad performance from the Lions, all things considered. It's just, I think if we had played our game, we could have genuinely probably contended. Well, they're going to go for the corner here. They're looking for points difference. Going for the road anymore, here, Leinster. Just collapse it. Just somebody do something. Rip the ball out. Go the full length of the field. Turn the ball out. Penalty shot. Are you kidding me? What? No fucking warning. Nothing. That's the first maul they've had all game. Ah, piss off. Pissed off. We'll see you guys next weekend. I'm a bit pissed off about that. That's the first maul that they've had. One collapse, penalty try. Come now. Come now, come now, come now, come now, come now. Anyway, people, we'll see you next weekend. Wasn't meant to be, but yeah, we pretty much, that's the last of the South Africa URC games. Bulls go back ahead of the Lions this weekend. Sitting there both in the top 4, though, which is the main thing. People, thank you very much. We'll see you guys all later. Until then, smash like.